Welcome back here. Another day of astro gravitational report to you. Had to look a little bit at up, and today, as you're following the report from yesterday, the moon was beginning to opposing Venus in the morning, and with that oppositions in their sense, the moon is going to be at Virgo. That is about how to put the things in perspective for me, how to organize myself. Okay, this is the last zodiac sign. When you completing your but the moon is going to be opposing Venus, and Venus is very close proximity to Saturn and Neptune. And as we are going to be seeing it the next time, okay, because Venus currently it's at 27 degrees, so she needs like about 3 degrees to go in to Aries. Thank God, get out of this Pisces. Pressures about love, values, and revaluations, thinking, and start going like, you pick up the flowers and loves me, loves me not, all that stuff in there. But with that energy is going to be coming in that Venus is going to be looking for the structure. Usually when a Saturn and Venus, they are together, they are talking about a very particular nice, strong organizations about love and values. If you are married, I'm married to that. If I am going to be, I'm going to be the best person because I'm structuring myself, I create, I'm a clean, I'm organized, and so on and so on. So with that energy, Venus is also going to be joining Neptune. In a way, this energy is going to be some very clarified positions. It's a lot of very good energy as the Venus is going to be entering Aries, but we're going to see that. But right now we're seeing it the opposite side. What is preventing us to be this great upcoming energy? What is preventing us not to be? What is the limitations? What is this programming? What is the duality? So, with that being said, at 7 o'clock in the morning, the moon is going to be opposing the ascendant. That is, ascendant is going to be at Pisces, a lot of red. I'm seeing it here. The inner work is going to be at Sag, very close to the true Lilith. But this duality on steroids is going to be continue going on for a while. So we have a lot of things that goes on through Pisces. Mars just entering also Pisces. So now we have lots of personal planets that are transiting into Pisces, and they are going to be all going into this deep catalytic experience. That catalytic experience is going to be going, and it's going to pushing for new beginning. So once all these planets get out of our Pisces, we are going to be a little bit better. Okay, of course there's going to be some issues, but we are going to be a little bit better. All right, so this is going to be overall the energies in there, and I haven't watched the chat. Hi Delta, hi Braggy, and don't talk. Hello to you, and okay, whatever. I'm not going to answer that one. All right, 8 o'clock. I'm going to go back into the astrology. If you have some astrology questions, please answer here. Okay, otherwise you just losing the focus that the people needed. All right, 8 o'clock, the ascendant is going to be at Aries. Things is going to be a little bit more going in there within us. We are talking about like relying more into your own self. Okay, people don't look themselves, but they're looking others. That is the one pitfall that a lot of the people does. And when the people are going to focus more within their codependent within others. So this is going to be one of the energies that is going to be telling you step up in your feet and put your head in a cloud. So with that energy, a lot of the work is going to be needed. Yes, a lot of work is going to be needed because the energy, this intense energy for 1 hour is going to be shifting so much that it's incredibly how it's going to be exactly at 8 o'clock. This is the energy at 8 o'clock. Here is what is at 7. Okay, so all this pressure that we are going to see it early in the morning at 7, at 8 o'clock is all of a sudden it's going to be kind of like a almost vanished, right? So with this energy, as we'll continue over at 9 o'clock, even the things is going to be even better because right now the moon is trining the inner work that is going to be at Capricorn, is trining Uranus. It's listening what's going on from the above. It's listening what it needs to be done into the material world. That energy is going to be very much supplied through Venus. Okay, but if you have love and values and intuition, inner fight within yourself, you're not getting there. But if you are doing the work, if you making it to this changes that you feel it deeply within yourself, and in knowing deeply within your soul that those changes has to be made, guess what? You are gonna be getting the clarity for your own self because the moon is where? At Virgo. All right, 10 o'clock, the inner work is going to be very much with Pluto. The energy is going to be a little bit intensified because the ascendant is going to be at Gemini. That's going to be squaring the sun. Already Lilith is squaring the sun, basically shadowing the authority, okay? You may all look at it, some news. The shadowing authority is also shadowing government, right? So this is what is this collective energy that is right now. If I was you, don't pay attention too much of what is going on because the truth is buried. It's really buried. It's trying to come out, but as soon as it comes out, the authority just no. And this is that square about the sun and Lilith. So look at yourself, because inside of yourself there is the similar energy with an authority in your shadow. Do your work. Okay. All right, 11 o'clock. 11 o'clock, this energy as the ascendant is going to be right in the cusp between Gemini and Cancer. The inner work is going to be at the end of the Aquarius. That energy is going to be pointing out 150 degrees towards the moon. This is like put your things together. You know what I mean, things, but put your things together. I call them stuff in there. But with that being said, that energy is going to be start leading more to how do we organizing ourselves into these values. Okay. I will give you a little bit of homework. Go ahead and study Saturn and Venus in relationships when they are together. Okay. All right. Do that work and you will see what I'm talking about. I bet that any of you is going to be finding something. But that energy is coming. That energy is really, 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 really coming to us. All right, 12 o'clock, the inner work is going to be at Pisces with the North Node. Beautiful energies directly with the dark sun and the ascendant. A lot of awakening processes coming in. These awakening processes, for some of the people, until they don't happen to them, they only see it into the sci-fi movies or one of those extraordinary movies and so on. But when it happens to you and it's like, oh crap, right? Well, this is what the awakening does. This is going to be a lot of the energy as is going to be towards the sun as well. We're going to see some of the challenges in there, particularly within the intuition that she is seeking at that organizations, but lacks what? Lacks the vision, because right now the intuition, it is opposing Neptune. You're going to feel that we're calling it Neptunization, okay? You want to search, you want to do, or you go out there or you're scrolling in the internet, kind of like your mind is lost and so on and so on. And then it's like, what should I focus? I don't know what to focus. Too many things to focus. I prefer to go scrolling. All right. So this energy of the conflict between the moon and Venus is going to be coming in right at us at 1 o'clock p.m. We're going to see, we're going to feel, we're going to look how to organize our own self. What is going to be our love and values, and what sudden changes, what adjustments we have to do. Because we have a few days until Venus is entering Saturn. Some of the people is going to feel like, oh shoot, I need to go ahead and hurry up and finish this. I need to wrap that up this. I need to wrap it up that. I need to look at this. I have to complete this. Enough with this. Okay, so this energies is going to be some very beautiful, because in a way it creates a very beautiful angel wings with the ascendant that is at the 24 degrees of Cancer, the form about family. So basically Venus from Pisces this is going to be some soul emotions, is going to be trying the ascendant that it's going to be at Cancer. It's about family patterns. That's going to comes in and heal the patterns within you, put the things together. So the good examples of spirituality in the family, now you get a reminder in there from the Venus is like, did you forget about those spiritual values in your family? And now they are going to be put into, and that's going to empowering the moon. The moon, the intuition is going to be, you put your things together. And that beautiful trine that it's going to be with Uranus is like, I'm going to be putting into work. This is about the people who have this ability. I'm learned and I'm ready to practice. And you're going to feel these energies inside of you. I learn and I'm ready to practice. This is like, okay, you study how to drive a car with manual shifter, and all of a sudden it's like, okay, let's go. I don't know how to drive. Some of the people will definitely know how to drive, because it's going to be coming a very, very synchronizational happily. But if you're angry, if you're tensions, if you feel like, oh, can I do it? Should I do it? And so on and so on, you're not going to be able to take off. All right. 2 o'clock, the inner work is going to be squaring Jupiter. Even though the Jupiter is right now, you're going to start feeling it like he's slowing down the growth. It's kind of like a slowing down, but at the same time, this revaluations about family patterns, it's kind of like a fading out, little by little. It's like, interesting. Why are they fading out? Before it was too strong. Now all of a sudden it begins to fade out. You're going to start feeling it, this clearing energy, and then all that energy is going to be shifting later on. We're going to see it when a Jupiter is going to be going direct. Very, very beautiful. I love to see it because he's been in there retrograde around my ascendant, and I don't like it. Okay, deal with the family patterns is not that good sometimes. All right, especially when you're the black sheep. Okay, 3 o'clock. The inner work is going to be between the midheaven, is going to be between Aries and Taurus and the cusp. That is going to be putting the other side of the yacht from the moon. The moon is going to be giving this energy of, okay, I learned, I know what I needed to do. I put the things together within me, can do in this perspective, but that has to be the work that I need to do, me, with what I'm going to do in the material world. Some of you is going to be getting inspirations. Getting those inspirations is good. Get these visions, get these deja vus. But please, see the ways how to make them real. That is going to be really proving you, but also is going to be proving what? Once you're in a relationship, right? Because the moon is still at Virgo. All right. 4 o'clock, the inner work is going to be on Taurus, beautiful energy with the sun and Jupiter. If you think and you're mindful that you want to do something, go ahead and see it. If that's a real estate, go ahead and see it. Nobody's going to ask you to buy it, but go ahead and see it. If that is something that is a new job, go ahead and look for it. Okay, if that is a company that you want to do a business with it, go ahead and see the operations of that company. can request, hey, I want to do the business with you guys. Can you guys walk me through your system, how you do business? But it's the same thing is going to be applied. You know what? I want to be a farmer. I want to buy land. I want to see what that is. I want to make only organic food. Right? For everyone, it's going to be a different. Pay attention to what you have at Taurus. Okay? People who have a Mars at Taurus, God bless your soul. All right, 5 o'clock, the inner work is going to be on the cusp between Taurus and Gemini. It's going to be very close to Uranus. Very powerful energy because right now Venus, Neptune, and Saturn, they are sextile in Uranus in there. That is going to be trining the moon, and this is going to be able to help the emotions to be in the right place. You're going to be able to feel your emotions, to tackle the negative side of the emotions and turn them to a positive. Because guess what? In the relationship, when you are negative with negative emotions, you're going to bring those negative emotions into the relationship. What is that relationship's going to take on? Right? It's not easy to deal with someone with negative emotions, right? So now this is going to be a huge realization for some of you there. And of course, this is going to create some tensions. At 6 o'clock, we're going to see these tensions rising. We're going to see this energy of the duality as the moon was there in the morning. Now you see it all day, like how the things happen to it. Okay, because this is going to be at 6 p.m. Usually at 6 p.m., where are you? You're at home, you start preparing a dinner, or you're kind of like relaxing, trying to help the things that you need to do at home, right? And with that energy, there's going to be a moment of time that you're like, okay, let me just take a little break. And you're beginning to evaluate, but what did I have this day? What is all this? Why was my mind was so much preoccupied? Why was it so dual? Is it real? Is it not real? Or what I have to do and so on. While you feel like there is something I need to put as a structure. And you're going to start feeling that energy of Venus moving ahead with this. All right. Talking about Venus now, the whole conflict is going to be coming in at 7 o'clock. Is going to be coming in towards us. Please don't bring your own personal issues towards the partner. Just because you have issues and you bring the negative side of your partner and you make it from what we call from the fly an elephant. Okay? This is one of the things that I suggest you not to do it in there. Check and see what is the radical changes that you need to do rapido, fast. These rapid changes that Uranus is going to be coming in and help us out to be, because right now Venus is about pretty much too close into the 28 degree. She's only about 4 degrees away from Saturn. Saturn is at the 2nd degrees of Aries. All right, well, 8 o'clock, the divine is going to be coming in. It's going to be a reminder. It's like, hey, do you missing something? Do you feel anything? Is a balance is in there? Who makes the balance? See, the balance is made from the divine, and 10, when you are that balancing partner in there, then that balancing partnership, it's reflecting back to spirituality. This is the 150 degrees aspects between Libra and Pisces. But you gotta have a character. Where you build the character is at Leo. Okay? And then that character is going to develop the duality, how you're going to be act, positive or negative. Virgo. Okay? All right. 9 o'clock, the inner work is going to be at Cancer. That's going to be a squaring Chiron. But the ascendant is going to be a divine energies with who? With Venus. Now we're seeing that beautiful, beautiful divine love. That it's finally makes sense to you. finally you understand that if you have not loved with your soul, you loved for reasons, you loved for needs, or you did value things for different ways, but not your soul and not your spirit. And this is going to be in the next pretty much 3 days. This energy is going to be start coming more and more from within your self. All right. 10 o'clock, the inner work is going to be at Leo, as was talking about this character, right? You're going to be remind that character of yours, because you can choose to have the spirit, you can choose to help someone when it's hurt, to feel their pain, that the empathic, or you can just feel like coughing and it's like, oh, look at it, they fall off, and you're just bolting out. You see, right now, that guilty consciousness of certain things is going to start coming out with this. But the inner work that it's going to be right now, it's that the moon, it's already entering the first degree of Libra. It is about your relationship is showing up, your personal growth. Okay? This is one of the characteristics you're going to see. But right now, with this energy that it's opposing Neptune and Saturn, is like, okay, I don't have the structure. Or we don't have the structure. We don't have the things. Okay? And this is what the moon is going to be looking at tomorrow morning. But it's going to be entering right now, tonight, because this is at 10 o'clock at night. And at 11 o'clock, the moon, it's going to be at the second degree, it's going to be exact oppositions of Saturn here, how the guilt, the karmic situation is going to comes in, maybe things about connections with your mother. Don't blame your mother that you don't know certain things. It's your job when you are born, you to learn things that you wanted to learn. Okay? Because at some point you grow up, you matured, you got yourself that you can put yourself things together. Okay? And now there is going to be some feeling these limitations, this lack of visions, and so on and so on, while the whole thing is going to be asking about one: transformations, rapid change, and put love, structure, and visions into one place. And that's where the intuition is going to be getting together. Why? Because the moon, it is trining Uranus, the moon is trining Pluto, and Pluto, it is sextiling Venus, Neptune, and Saturn. So it's Uranus, it is sextiling Neptune, Saturn, and Venus. This is going to be a great union. You're going to be start feeling it great in there. You're going to be feeling it much better. All right. So that's what it was, the astrogravitational report. I'm going to be giving you at 7 o'clock in the morning what the situations will be. Okay. We are talking about the 5th of March. So 7 o'clock in the morning, the moon, as I said, it's going to be at 6 degrees of Libra. She's going to be looking to that union. Of course, the inner work is going to be at Sag, and that is going to be squaring the ascendant Venus, Neptune, and Saturn. You're going to be doubting whatever I just told you about the love that you are going to be uniting with yourself. All your life you had physical love, emotional love, heart love, and so on. And now you're beginning to understand the whole thing was missing in your life. That have you ever loved with your soul? And this is going to be something that we are going to be learning about it. We were expecting this grand awakening to come in, and some of the people is going to be really shaking up and waking up. All right? But for that, more. We're going to be talking more about it tomorrow. All right, guys, that's all I have for you. Thank you guys for coming in. Thank you for the clicks, likes, the shares, the subscribes. And if you need some personal readings, you can always email at astroviber1111@gmail.com. Thank you, guys. Much love. And come back tomorrow for another astrogravitational report.